Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Mary if you're new here, and this is our beautiful container garden in which we grow a ton of food all year round. We're living in Jamaica. It's a tropical country, and therefore we're able to plant food all year round. Now, we just experienced Hurricane Melissa uh, a month or so ago, and believe me, guys, after the hurricane, I literally felt like fish out of water. And I want to express my sincere gratitude to you guys for being there with us and with me to get me through that period. It was just tough, not just because of what happened to the garden, because to be honest, it was damaged, but it wasn't the worst, but because of what was taking place in our country and still is taking place, but it is getting better in terms of our mental state. It is still tough, especially for persons who lost everything, but it is getting better. And I want to express my appreciation. Now, this video is to show you the drastic turnaround of the garden since Hurricane Melissa. I'm not even going to insert clips of the devastation because I want to put that behind us. I'm going to show you that and answer some of your questions that you've been asking in the comment section in this video. So, welcome, guys. Where are you watching from? Please let me know in the comments where you're watching from this morning. Even if you've told us before, still tell me again and tell the rest of us in the comments. We are all a big family right here, and we'd like to know where you're watching from, whether here in Jamaica or overseas. Let us know, guys. All right, I'm gonna take you to the garden and show guys, that is awesome. I'm going to start out at the front of the guys. Look at the garden. Just look. Isn't God great? That's not a question. I'm gonna tell you now. He is awesome. That is awesome. Look at that. All we can do is plant seeds. We can only put seeds in the ground, water them, and hope that they do well. The rest of it is all God. We can't do this without Him. Believe it or whether we want to believe that or not, it's all God. All right, so let me start out here and show you what's happening in the garden. Now look at this, guys. This is my eggplant that survived the hurricane. It has stink bugs on it, but it looks amazing. It is doing so well, and all I did was to put some manure in here. This one has chicken manure in there, and it is doing amazing. It is starting to fruit now, so I'm gonna feed it with some of the banana tea that I shared a couple of days ago with you. Look at this. This is why. Ooh, it flew away. I was about to show you a bee on my basil. I allowed it to go to seed because the bees absolutely love the flowers that is on the basil plant. But isn't that gorgeous? I think it's beautiful. Oh, look at that. My cucumbers. This is a female only cucumber. No, when I planted these, I ensured I plant plenty more cucumbers with it because the bee is back. Why are you playing with me? Because this plant depends on other male flower on other plants male flower. So these are little, but hopefully I have more. I'll show you shortly. Goodness, I'm wondering if I planted this or it's a weed. This right here. It's coming up so pretty, but it might be a weed. I have pak choys in here as well. They're being eaten. We have to plant a lot when we plant because the pests, they're going to be pests. Now, one of your question was, what is the flower with the yellow in the middle? That is my desert rose. That's a desert rose plant right there, and I think it's propagate. It produces seeds. I'm not sure if you should be able to get the seeds to purchase, but I got this from one of our subscribers, and when it produces flowers, it produces. So yeah, I hope you're watching this video. So that's the desert rose right there. Yes. So we planted some strawberries together right here. This one did not make it, but these ones are looking good. The thing is with strawberries, guys, if you get one to do well, you will have a lot of. Look at mangoes. Guys, take a look at mangoes. Look at that. Not the time of year for mangoes. Some of them have worms. I don't know how to get rid of that. So, as I was saying, once you get one strawberry to produce, it will produce a ton of runners and you're able to propagate. So, that's what's going on there. And behind here, the callaloo, they're coming up. They're looking beautiful. See? Oh my goodness. Look at this one. The worm, I'm telling you, the pests are here too. They have to eat as well. Look at that one. I'm going to cut, let me take off the top. This will spring back. This will spring back. This cayenne pepper plant just never stop producing. Hurricane or not. Hurricane or not, guys, you're gonna get cayenne pepper from this plant and it has so many blossoms coming on it. So I pruned it, I think it was immediately after the hurricane or um either immediately after or immediately before the hurricane. I pruned it. So whenever you prune your pepper plant, as long as they're fed, they'll come back and come back really well. When you ask me what is mulberry, this is the mulberry plant. Ooh. Unfortunately, I will be able to show you what a ripe fruit look like because there is one right here. This is a very ripe mulberry. Ooh, there are more on there. This is a very ripe mulberry. Mm-mm. It is so sweet. There's another one right here. You see it? They ripen to almost black. This is, you can call this black. They are so sweet. And plenty more to come on there. So that's what the mulberry. I don't even know what to. Ooh, look at the size of these peppers. Those are huge. I don't know what to compare the taste with, but it is sweet. Once you allow it to ripen properly, it is so sweet. And just look how beautiful that plant is looking. This was flat on the ground after the hurricane. Flat. And I took it up back and pruned off every single leaf off of it. All of these leaves, these came on after Hurricane Melissa. That is awesome. I have a beautiful cucumber right here. No, this one, I sprayed it off. It was looking horrible with pest. And I sprayed it off. If you look, there's still evidence of the pest pressure, but there aren't any pest on there. So I've sprayed it off. So you asked me, I did post the video when I sprayed them. But some of you did not see that video, obviously. And so I posted a follow-up video showing that the pest control substance that I made, the mixture that it worked. And so you ask, what are the ingredients in that mixture? It added milk, um, soap, and baking soda. And I added milk just because for squashes, they're likely to get powdery mildew, especially when it is cooler. And so I added milk, and enzymes in the milk help to prevent powdery mildew from attacking the squashes. Now, that mixture works fantastic, but it is short lived. So you have to do it continuously, sometimes twice per week, once per week, depending on how bad the pests are in your garden. So that was what I used. I should have added rabbit urine. I forgot in that video, but you can. And another person asked, if you don't have rabbit urine, what else can you use to deter the pest? Garlic. You can mince garlic, steep it in some water overnight and add that to the mixture. The smell of the garlic will deter some pests as well from your plant. So if you don't have the rabbit urine, you can add some garlic water to the pesticide and it will help, the homemade pesticide. So let me know in the comments if that answered your question. And if you did not ask what it helped, let me know in the comments as well. Look at this. Look at God's awesomeness. That's a red color. Look at this one. They're coming up so nicely. My banana plants back here. Come on, girl, don't fall down. My banana plants back here. Look at this. Who remembered what this looked like after the hurricane? It looked horrible. But as I said, I'm not going to include any of those footages in this video because we don't want to see it. We just want to see the goodness in this one. Now, moving on, just take a look at this bed. Take a look, guys. That look amazing. I have all sort of things growing in this one. This pepper plant is just stealing the show, right? But look at that. I have squashes. I might have to take you closer and show you. I'll definitely take you closer and show you what's growing in there. But I have squashes, corns, some little cabbages and things at the front. Pak choy. It is just looking amazing. I love it. It's looking beautiful. I can't wait to see what squash this is. There, those are all missed, but I have some that are starting to put on fruit that I will be able to tell what they are in this video. So please stay tuned. Like some of these ones over here. Guys, look at the garden. Just look. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, I don't have words. All right, let me go back here. Let me see if this squash back here start putting on fruit so I can tell you what it is. This one is in a tire. This is a race car tire right here. Now look at that. Ah, not yet, but it is starting to bud. I'm seeing the pomegranate in the background. It is starting to bud, so pretty soon I will be able to look at this tomato. You don't wish for a storm, but you thank God for them when they come because look at this. Just look at flowers on there. Guys, let me know how your gardens are doing. For those of you living in Jamaica and you're able to start planting stuff, let me know if you're seeing such a difference in the way your plants are producing. Because mine are doing, they are doing fantastic. I am so grateful. I have to be on top of things with the pests. I won't say that that is not a challenge, it is. But the plants are, they're just thanking me. Goodness, I want to get up there so fast. But let me show you the apple tree that we planted together. The outer eaty apple that we planted together, guys. It did not suffer any transplant shock at all. Remember when I took it out, the roots were all intact. They weren't disturbed much. Look at that. So many new leaves. That's fantastic. My cocoa plant is not doing too bad right here. You can see that it was damaged, but I mean, got my banana back there. Can you see it? I'll take it closer. But it is doing amazing. And my sugar cane too. Yes, yes, yes. Let's move on up. Look at this pepper. Starting to put on peppers again. Now they sold me. They said it was Scotch bonnet pepper. And of course I did not believe because this is not the shape that I'm accustomed to. It was red Scotch bonnet like the one you're looking at back there. It tastes like the yellow Scotch bonnet and smells like it. It is absolutely delicious. I don't know how they did that, but they did that. They did that. We've been eating on a daily basis from these curly kales. They taste just like lettuce. We eat them in our sandwiches raw, and we give them to the rabbits as well. Our beautiful cabbages. Goodness. No, this squash right here. Look at this caterpillar on my pepper. On my pepper plant right here. What I tell you about the pest? That's the end of that. This squash right here, it is a patty plant. I have been planting. No, I think I've been planting squash since forever. But I've always wanted to plant one of those scallop squashes. This is one of them. I don't know if it's a patty pan or what, but it looks like it's gonna be yellow. I don't know yet. It is so soon, and I need to feed this plant because it looks a little bit pale, but I am super thrilled to see that. All right, where do we go next? Now, sun is coming up and coming up fast. These, to me, look like butternut squashes, and I planted two nasturtiums back there, and they sprouted. I am super thrilled. Yes, I know the garden back here, the flower garden need help. Yes, it does. But I mean, look at this one. This bed right here is doing fantastic. Here we have another curly kale and beans in there. More curly kale right there. A zinnia right here. Can't wait to see what color that will be. Another one right there. But right here is just doing fantastic. I love it. This, you told me to wait until it dry off, like the ginger. So, of course, I'm going to do just that. Now, this squash, this one right here, is one of those scallop squash as well. If you look on there, you can see two little fruits already. It seems pest bothering one. So I'm going to spray this again. But that's another dream come true right there. I sprayed off this Scotch bonnet pepper. You see it? And it looks as though the ants brought back aphids to it. So I'm going to have to spray that again. The good thing is, all that need is some soapy water to take care of those aphids. But I'll put the other ingredients because there are so many ants and I need to get rid of some. Not all of the ants, some. And in the tire beside it, there are beans and corns. And the beans seem as though they're starting to produce. I love it. Yes, yes. You know, let me show you something, guys. I'm telling you about the pests. I have big pests and I have little pests. Pestilence. So, my two containers that I um replenished with you right here. I had to put an old fan cover over them because the frogs went in there and dug out all of my seeds that I plant. This is a cowpeas. I don't think I want a cowpeas in there, but I might let it stay. I might let it stay because I'm not seeing my tomatoes the plant in there. I think I see one little seedling coming up there, and I have a pack try here as well. So I have to cover it down, and even though I cover it down, some caterpillar trying to eat the pak choy still. Not trying, they eat it. I'm gonna come and search for it. Here, those are watermelons that I planted. I'm gonna thin them out some more. I'm gonna allow those to vine all over back here. And in here, the cucumbers are coming up nicely. I did sow some more tomato seeds. I'm seeing seedlings coming up. So I'll be able to plant some more tomatoes. Trust me guys, I could be in the garden. I am not feeling well, you know. I'm out here with you, but I am so stuffy. I think I got something from my boy, but because I take so much um natural medication, I've been drinking Noonie. Because I take so much natural medication, I know I have the virus in me, but my immune system fighting off whatever it is. I'm coming around here to show you my beans down here. Guys, the beans are putting on blossoms. I am so happy to see string bean blossom. If you ever know how long that one of you call this grandfather collards, it has been so long since we've had green beans. And in here, I planted 2 cantaloupe seeds, and they both sprouted. So I'm super thrilled to see that. All right, let's move on up to the upper section of the garden. Let's move on up, guys. But down here, a couple weeks ago, had nothing going on, basically. And now, that is carpenter bee. Found a little flower. Planted something, you're not even sure what I planted. Hello, buddy. Hello. Look, oh, well, that coconut tree growing. Hey, bud, come here. Come say morning. Which way are you? Come around this way. I'm here. You're here? Come, say hi. Hi. Say good morning. Good morning. Say please subscribe. Please subscribe. You just woke up, guys. See, remember me cutting off these? Careful, buddy. Remember me cutting off these banana leaves during the hurricane when it just started? Look at those. Oh, sweetie. He has the cold, guys. The onions are doing amazing. These are due fertilizing. Now I'm going to do that with you. That's why it has not been done yet. I want to do that with you. So, but they are doing fantastic. They're doing amazing. See that? Yes, those are onions. No, don't pick them. That's the herb patch there. Doing amazing. I need to show you something, guys. I want you to tell me the cost of bell peppers. How much are you seeing bell peppers for? Because fortunately for me, I have bell peppers coming on my plants like crazy. I am so grateful because the cost for these things, the cost that you're telling me in the comments, and the cost that I'm seeing in the supermarket, we can't buy them. It's plain and simple. We just cannot buy them. I have a plant over here as well that is producing bell peppers. You look right there. You see it? I'm so thrilled. Yes. Gonna hear that word a lot. Look at this. My herb patch doing fantastic. Well, this is not the herb patch, but hey, we use thyme from here every day and the rest of them up there. So the dill and this dill went to seed and the seed are falling everywhere. Look at this. Look at dill seedling. You see them? I hope you can. Baby gardener. He loves the garden. All right. Look at this. Now you tell me. Yes, buddy? You see papayas? I see them too. Be careful, cause ants like crazy over here. Look at Steve's sorrel tree. Steve sorrel put me to shame. Just look at that. Hurricane survivor. Look at that pepper. They're doing amazing. Hmm? Yeah, biting ants. Be careful. Huh? I'm coming up to my pride and joy. This is gonna be my first little orange from this orange tree in that container. Yes, bud? Keep your stick. Okay. Drip love loading. My lime drop off my lime tree right here. Two more on there. I'm definitely going to be using this to make some juice of the sort. Definitely. That lime tree is doing amazing. Cobweb. But that's a good thing to have in your garden. In case you didn't know, spiders are good things to have in your garden because those webs help to capture some of the pests that bothers you. Now, this is my grapevine. When I planted this, I was saying to my husband that you plant things and you're kind of iffy, and him saying you're not supposed to plant things and iffy, but because I planted it in that little bucket, you see that gray bucket right there? I was saying maybe it will produce, but one or two, not so many bunches, guys. Can you see them? And then the other vine, I'm seeing ants and aphids. Hold on, guys. This one, I have to go for the spray pan immediately. I'm seeing ants and aphids covering one of the bunches of grapes on there. Cover. Nope. Let me try and show you first. I hope you're able to see. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. I saw the aphids on the leaf before, but not on the bunch of grape. I'm going for my soapy water. It's right here. Let me go for it and come back, guys. That cannot work at all, at all. Nope. That cannot work at all. No way. Mm-mm. That need immediate attention. If this take over the entire grapevine, I am in trouble. No, 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 no. Can't work. All right. So I was saying that this one, the red one started producing first, and now the green one that's in this bucket. Now all of what you're seeing here is coming from the red vine planted in the black bucket over here, and then the other one, guys, they cross over, but I have to follow the vines to know. It's producing now. The green one or the white grape, it's producing now. So, y'all, I am so thrilled. Let me try and show you. Well, I'll show you the cluster and the green. The clusters look so different. So I'm able to tell that it's a separate set of blossoms from these ones that are everywhere. These that I'm looking more like grapes. These are everywhere on the plant. The other variety, look at those aphids. The other variety is very young and look very different. So yeah. Right, so that's a grapevine for y'all. My beans that I planted here, right along the back here, they're all producing buds now. So pretty soon I'll have a ton of green beans to harvest, and we love green beans. Look back there, all sorts of squashes. Now I'm going to try and show you them individually. This look like some sort of melon. It don't look like a squash. Look like some sort of melon, but these over here look like squashes, and they're looking beautiful. Not able to tell which fruit those will produce yet, but we will soon. This is a cucumber and that's a tomato right there. They're gonna have to learn to live in harmony. And then down here, I have more squashes right along here. And then in here, last night I planted a callaloo. Can you see it? Right there. So we can have some more food to eat because we cannot buy the food in the supermarket. Now over here, try and show you it this way. In the grow bags, you know the dog saga with them. But I planted some seedlings and they're coming up. But look at the ones that did not get scratched out. They're doing fantastic. Here's another one. And a nasturtium. And of course the carrots down there. It's amazing. Okay, so one of your questions was, what are these bags that I have these things planted in? Those are 5-gallon grow bags right there. Now the sun is about to, let me try and show you them here. Hope you're able to see. Those are 5-gallon grow bags. I'm trying to take you to show you the last set of fruit trees that I planted with you and had to run out of the rain. I want to show you those before I wrap up this morning. Whew. I just had to share the goodness of God in the garden. Look at this. Talk about goodness. Remember we sprayed off this pepper plant. This is a Hungarian wax pepper. Those peppers were trying to grow, but the pests were just too much, so the plants were suffering. I sprayed those off and those are coming up nicely. I'm allowing this basil to go to seed for pollinators. Same thing with this pepper. You see it? Producing like crazy. And I sprayed it off so that peppers can thrive. Going down. Oh, I planted some callaloo last night in here because we need some veggies to eat. We have red ones growing here, but I just didn't get the chance to transplant them out. But I'm still going to transplant some of those out so we can have more veggies in the garden. Down here is where I planted the two fruit trees. This is the star apple. Let me know who in the comment loves star apples, guys. And then this is the custard apple. No, one is star apple, one is custard apple, but they are no way related. They are not related at all, at all. This is looking so good. I'm going to try and keep cutting out the top so they remain very short plants. This look like it's going to remain short, but I'll keep monitoring and cutting them out to ensure that, I need to show you, to ensure that they remain short. I always stop mid-sentence, don't guys? Because I get distracted easily. Look at Steve's. He said not to call it Steve. It's our apple tree, pear avocado. Look at it. You soon see him come and bud it out again because it's getting huge. It probably will produce next year because the branches are getting strong to hold fruits on them. So let me check on the gungo peas. We're supposed to have gungo fitting up soon. And noni survive. See, we have gungo peas fitting up. This is the red gungo peas. I think I got this from my dad or Portland, one or the other. I got some red ones from my dad and some from Portland. I'm going to plant more gungo peas in the garden next year. Yeah. And now this is the other Otaiti apple that we planted together. I'm gonna try and keep it short too. Already bud out the very top, but that is looking amazing too. No transplant shop there either. This poor um star fruit tree, it got a beating in the hurricane. All right, guys. So it's not a garden tour, so I know you've not seen a lot of this stuff in the garden. I just wanted to show you what was exploding and doing well right now, and bring you up to speed with the ones that I planted with you recently. Wow, this orange tree, goodness graves, it is putting on buds too. I was wondering if it's going to produce as well. Oh goodness, I'm going to feed that. I'm gonna feed that later on today with some of my manure tea. No manure tea, manure tea is for leaves. It's fruiting now, banana tea, our compost tea. I'm gonna feed that. All I did was water that after the hurricane. No feeding at all. That's amazing. I'm gonna give you a mid-month update on everything in the garden, but this was just to show you the goodness I got right now in the garden. There is the the star apple tree right there. Um and to tell you how much I appreciate you helping me through the the down period right after the hurricane, because guys, my spirit was just dampered. So guys, thank you. Appreciate you all. Thank you for liking and hyping the videos. Appreciate it. Please continue to leave your comments and your questions, and share the videos with your friends and your community. Thank you guys so very much, and take care until I see you in the next one tomorrow. I'll leave you with the grapevine. When I planted this, my dream was to stand here and see grape bunches of grape hanging down behind me. I don't know if you remember the thumbnail. There was no grapes on here when I did that thumbnail, when I just planted it. And I had bunches of grapes hanging down on there for the thumbnail. It was just my dream at the time, but look at God. Plant by faith and take care of your plants. And most of all, leave it in the hands of the Almighty, because we can't do it by ourselves. Without work, faith without work is dead. That's the saying or the scripture. And trust me, guys, you need to put in the work, but you can put in the work and still don't get anything. So when you get something from your hard work, just be appreciative and thankful and grateful. There aren't words to express all you need to just appreciate and have gratitude for what you're blessed with. And I want to tell you, thanks also for the support, because you are a blessing to us here at Farming on the Rocks. Thank you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Dreams do come true. Oh, yes.